A new study from the Investigative Journalism Bureau at the University of Toronto is shining light on a persistent issue in Ontario schools and daycares: lead in the drinking water.
And Ottawa is one of the areas where there was a conspicuous number of high levels of exceedances in schools and daycares.
The study looks at water tests between 2019 and 2023. The highest rate of tests that exceeded the federal government's maximum safety guideline of 5 parts per billion were identified at First Avenue Public School and Cambridge Street Public School, where about 82 and 81% of tests, respectively, were above that guideline. However, in Ontario, the maximum is 10 parts per billion, and the OCDSB is taking exception with how those numbers are represented.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we're in compliance with the regulation. So there really hasn't been much reaction to it because we are aware of the data, we are aware of the process we need to implement to ensure we're in compliance. So there wasn't much reaction on our end.
In a statement, a spokesperson for the school board says, "We are concerned that recent reports of this serious issue have been presented in a misleading way by compiling all test results together and not identifying the number of water points that have been taken out of service and fixed. The report gives the impression that issues are not resolved or more water points are affected." Still, those behind the study say it's an issue that needs more attention.
If you have lead pipes delivering water into the mouths of children, that's a problem, and it's not going to go away from flushing or from removing one fountain.
Lead exposure has been associated with nervous system effects, cardiovascular disease, decreased kidney function, and reproductive problems. For children, lead exposure is associated with lower IQ scores.
We do have to address the backlog of school repairs. There are some very old schools, and we need new schools, and we need repairs there.
Now, Fraser adds that he's been hearing an influx of concerns recently from parents in his riding who say this issue needs more attention. He also says that he wants to see the province come in line with those federal guidelines of 5 parts per billion, as opposed to the 10 parts per billion, which is currently the case in Ontario. We've reached out to the Ottawa Public Health, but no one was available for comment today. Graham.
So do we have a sense of why Ottawa stands out as such a large number, it appears, in this study, Austin?
It's a good question, Graham. The team behind the study says that it's really not entirely clear, but we are, for the most part, talking about buildings that are 100 or in some cases even more than 100 years old. The City of Ottawa, meantime, says its drinking water does not contain lead, but some private properties, including schools and daycares, may have lead solder joints or fixtures. Also, any service pipes that were built before 1955 may also be made of lead. Graham.
All right, CTV's Austin Lee reporting live for us tonight. Thanks.